Okay, so next is 8.5, diffraction by a single slit. 8.5a, define what is diffraction. Diffraction is defined as the bending of wave around the corners of an obstacles or aperture that are physically the approximate size or even smaller than the light's wavelength. Okay, if the opening is much larger than the light wavelength, the bending will be almost unnoticeable. So, rule yang pertama untuk diffraction tu berlaku, you mesti obey this. Means that the slit ataupun opening angle, opening slit lah, maksudnya slit ni, A ni mesti equal or less than wavelength. So ni adalah wavelength. So maksudnya bila wavelength pass through the slit, okay, so ni wavelength juga, dia akan jadi wavelength yang sama. So maksudnya dia akan berlaku more diffraction compare to this one. Okay, dia punya ni lagi widen, dia punya diffraction punya pattern. Okay, so itu maksud dekat atas ni lah, right? So the bending of the wave itu adalah diffraction. Okay, so characteristic of diffraction, when the diffraction occurs, so the wave direction, wave velocity is changing. Okay, so changing, berubah arah, but the wavelength and frequency or speed is remain unchanged. Okay, maksudnya after and before diffraction, dia punya wavelength and frequency sama. Okay, sebab apa velocity berubah? Because velocity is depend on direction. Because direction of wave tu adalah berubah, maka velocity juga berubah. Okay, next for amplitude. Amplitude of the diffracted wave is smaller compared to the incident wave as the energy spread out over the large surface. Okay, maksudnya kita boleh cakap selepas diffraction tu berlaku, okay, nilai amplitude you akan semakin kecil sebab energy is spread out in the large area. So kalau kita kata kat sini you ada duit, dekat sini you banyak duit, tapi bila you keluar daripada obstacle ataupun you keluar daripada slit ni, duit you tu akan spread out. Maksudnya energy you akan bahagi sama banyak kepada orang-orang kat luar ni. So setiap satu akan dapat semakin sikit. Sebab tu kita kata dekat sini the amplitude A of the diffracted wave is smaller compared to the incident wave as the energy spread out over the large surface lah. Semakin besar dia punya surface, maksudnya nilai energy dia akan semakin sikit lah. Okay, so next D, none of the properties of wave are changed by the diffraction. Okay, the wavelength, frequency, period, speed are same before and after diffraction. Inilah sama lah dengan ayat dekat sini kan. Okay, again, the only change in the direction which the wave is travelling. Yang berubah hanya direction sahaja. So bila direction berubah, dia melibat velocity jugalah, sebab velocity pun ada direction. Okay, so next is the amount of diffraction will depends on the wavelength of the light wave source and the size of the gap slit the wave is travelling through. So if the wavelength is longest wavelength, so and A is constant, the diffraction is more. And if A is less, tolong baiki dalam nota you baiki nota you, dia adalah A kurang, the slit gap is less, so wavelength is constant, so the diffraction is more.